What is going on, guys? This is Max and welcome to another War Thunder video, or should I say tank review. Finally, yeah, you were asking for some tank reviews and I'm bringing you, in my opinion, the Uber tank review. I'm taking on the Leopard 1. I unlocked it yesterday and I gotta admit, I bought some modifications with golden schniegels. And and I had to do that because I wanna show you the heat fin stabilized shell, because that fin stabilized shell is probably the most amazing ammunition that I've ever used in my entire experience of War Thunder. And I had a blast in the first game I did yesterday. I did 9 kills. 9 kills on the Leopard. Just like that, you know, IS-4. No, whatever is an IS-4. What is the T10M? What? Did this tank ever existed? What is a mouse from the front? No, a mouse is nothing from the front, you know, even though sometimes if they angle themselves good, obviously you're gonna bounce, but that tank is fast and is really mobile and has a good power to weight ratio, so you can actually flank your enemies really quickly on any map in that tank. Yeah, I'm having the winter camo on, and I'm gonna show you a different skin now, and I'm gonna tell you who to search on the War Thunder live page to get that amazing skin. That's actually from the German army, and you gotta search Joker BVB on War Thunder live. And I'll put actually the link down low in the description so you can check out his camouflages. And he made that one, and it looks pretty amazing. It actually has a number sign in front, and I think even on the back. That's German regulations. So yeah. You guys gotta check him out, and we go on with the tank review now. I will leave that skin in, so it looks more professional. We will go over the spreadsheet real fast here, and then we go into detail a bit of the ammunition and all the other sweet stuff, counting armor and stuff. And we're obviously gonna play a game after that. Or I might even show the replay that I had yesterday, so I will figure that out in the course of the review of the tank now. So obviously it's rank 5, it has a battle rating of 7.7, so this can mean you can get into 6.7 matches, which I had yesterday already, and it's vast superior about anything at that battle rating. So you will be a lot more comfortable, even you will be a lot more comfortable at 8.0, and I will and just because you will have so much fun just killing everything so easy. And so yeah, the tank weighs 40 tons, has 830 horsepower at 2200 RPM, and a max speed of 65 kilometers an hour. So 40 tons and 800 horsepower. Just to see fast, look how big that engine is. Just take a look at it. A huge transmission and a big freaking engine with a big radiator to cool it. And 2 fuel tanks on the side. Obviously it needs some fuel to drive. So I know we will go over this in a second about the others. I just wanted to show you how big that engine actually is and how it powers that tank forward. And I don't even have the engine unlocked, and it's fast. So let's keep it faster here. Reload time of 7.6 seconds. And now we're gonna go to the gun modifications. You get the 105 L7A3 cannon, and you also have a little coaxial machine 7.6, but that's not to mention much, you know, it's just a little machine gun. And you start off with the DIMM-13 ammunition, which is a sabot shell, and you have around, let's say on 500 meters, 282 penetration, on a 0-degree angle, on a 30, 257, and on a 60, only 105. So you want to see that your enemy is not too crazily angled towards you. Then you have the hash shell, which I gotta admit I haven't tried out yet, and I'm actually not too keen for them to try out. I really just wanna skip the hash shell right now and go on to the DM12, because this is where the fun begins. This is the Heat FS shell, or spelled completely, high explosive anti-tank fin stabilized shell. We just gonna call it the heat shell, because that makes it a little easier for me. It has a muzzle velocity of 1,173 meters a second. This thing flies fast. I was leading a lot, and I didn't have to lead so much, seriously, just a little bit on a driving full speed tank. Just to mention that, on around 600 to 700 meters away from me. Arcade mode. gotta remember that. The 0 degree angle I don't have to mention. You have all the way to 2000 meters, 400 millimeters of penetration. Then on 30 degree, on a 30 degree angle, you have on all distances 364 millimeters of penetration, and even on 60 degree angles, you still get 199 millimeters of penetration. So this ammunition is superior to any that I have ever used before, and it's so much fun to play that tank with that ammunition. I had a blast yesterday. And I gotta say, you gotta grind for that tank. Seriously, I'm really honest. You gotta try it out and see how it is for you. If you're into mobility, you're gonna love the tank. If not, then the T10M might be an option for you if you want a bit more armor, or the M60 even. So, yeah. Let's take a look at the armor. You have a 60 degree frontal armor sloped backwards, which gives you an effective thickness of 120, around 110. Angled a bit gives you even a little more, but the effective thickness is actually not the factor here. It's the angling of the plate. It's 60 degree angled. If you angle it a little towards the enemy, it will be pretty bouncy. Trust me, I've bounced a couple of shots already from high caliber shells, and I mean the big guns, not the small tiny guns. Then we have the gun mantlet here, which is parted into a million parts, and I'm not gonna go through all of them. I would say around the effective thickness, I mean, you will get mostly, this will bounce here because 66 degree angle, but here we have parts which have 0 degree angle, or only 30 degree angle, or 24 degree angle, so you have around 130 to 160 millimeters of armor on the gun mantlet. On the gun mantlet. Then you have the gun ring, I think is it you call it, which has 150 millimeters of thickness. Then you have the side of the turret with 60 millimeters of thickness, the side of the tank with 45 millimeters of thickness, and the lower side with 35 millimeters of thickness. Then the backside of the turret has 50 millimeters of thickness, the backside of the tank only 35, and the top plate on the front has 30, and on the back only 25. So you're not all that well armored, I gotta say. But they had to cut somewhere to get the tank fast and mobile, and the lower plate only gives you 50 millimeter, but is angled 50 degrees downwards, so also can be really bouncy. You gotta try it out for yourself. So this was actually as much as I can tell you about the tank without looking at the X-ray, because this is what we're gonna do now. I almost forgot that. Oh man, I gotta admit that. First thing you see might be a shocker to you. It's that big ass ammo rack in front of you. I mean, I have been hit in that quite often right now, because people know there's that big ammo rack and the tank will explode when I hit it, but the ammo rack didn't explode actually. So I'm wondering if there is still some fixing to do about that, or it will stay like that. We will see. Then you have ammunition, yeah, the driver. I wouldn't want to be the driver, because, you know, better be the loader or something, or here the gunner or the commander, one of both. Seem to have a better chance of survivor. You have the gun breech here, the cannon breech, then the horizontal and vertical turret drive. Then you have an ammunition pack right beside the loader and one in the turret. This is actually not too bad, because this means you might be able to empty that one if you lower your ammunition count. Then you have the big fat engine that I mentioned before here. The 830 horsepower must have some space too. Then you have 2 fuel tanks, a big ass radiator, and your transmission. This is as much as the X-ray will tell us. A radio station down here, and I think this was about it. Yeah, there's the radio station down here. So there's not much more to tell about that. We will see that we find a match now, and I'll be right back with you guys. See you in a second. So we're back, and we found a match on White Rock Fortress, and you can see the A pointers right to the right side here, and I will try to flank on the back side of the map, if you know what I mean. I will try to flank as far around as I can. It's a high tier match, at least I think so. I can see a lot of T-54s, M60s, and a couple of one IS-4M, I think. So we're hopefully good to go. We will move up that hill here. Watch the climbing now. Just enjoy that for a second. It's a Leopard. I'm stuck. This is not so good. Speaking of enjoying the climbing, we'll try to move over this here, because this we can climb for sure. I should have go where the T44 went. We'll go on the very back route here. Yeah, I'm coming, relax. I'm coming to help you. There's 3 people of us going on the backside route, which is a good position to flank around when the A point is on the very outer right side. So you want to keep that in mind if you play ever White Rock Fortress in a medium tank, even in a heavier tank. But you gotta get a tank with a decent enough gun depression, and I think the Leopard has a really decent gun depression. I mean, look at that. It's not all too bad. It's not the finest gun depression, but it's also not that bad. So we will see that we get up on that hill. You see where the T44 is going? This is the spot where I don't want to go yet, because this is where you expose yourself towards the enemy completely. So we'll take the very outer route and go all the way around behind them. Experienced players will do that. Not so experienced player won't do that. You can see that T44 will get obliterated up there. He won't survive for all too long. So we'll take that route from the backside here, and there's something to our right already. There's a T54. We got that T54 from the front with hash ammunition. I'm still with hash ammunition, so I'm curious how that will go. There's a T54 over to the right here. I will ask for some cover. That guy is hiding himself right in the corner here, and there's another T54 to my right side. And I tried to get a good shot on him, got him tracked. I got a reload though. He's turning his turret around, which is not necessarily the good thing for me. I hit him, he hit me. He hit me really badly though. I didn't hit him really badly. I got a repair out in the middle here. I have two T54s backing me up doing so. I hope they stay alive as long as possible. I'm trying to see. My crew members are pretty much done for. I have 3 or 4 crew members left. That's the bad part of the Leopard. It only has 4 crew members. I mean, it was good back then. It didn't need much to be operated, but it also didn't need much to kill it, as you can see. I mean, we're not all too good here. I'm hoping that there's an ice. Oh, there's an ice 3 even here. Okay, we're gonna shoot that ice 3 right on the lower glacis. He just took a shot, so I can go up and take another shot at that ice 3. The T54 is flanking him from the backside, so I will just shoot him from the frontal glacis. We took control of the backside route, which is good for us. There's a T54 to the left side of the map. You can see him hiding behind that wreckage. That wreckage didn't cover him though all too well, so he is dead. Compared to a T54, we're lacking a little bit of armor, and something appeared on the backside here. There's another T54 down there, and there's a heavy tank somewhere up here, which is the T10M, which means for me, I want to get up here, risk it with a biscuit, and try to get a good shot of that T10M, on that T10M. And there is something else to my very right. There's an IS-3, there's IS-3s trying to flank us, from what I can see from up here. So we're in a little bit of trouble. Not all too much though. Can take care of that IS-3 already. We got his engine and his fuel tank. He should be burning. Or not. There is a lot of stuff aiming towards me. That IS-3 especially. He wants some max. Of course he wants to have some max. Who doesn't want to have a little of max? So we'll see on the backside route here that we don't get flanked, because it is completely open, and I know that T10M was on his way over here. So I will try to angle my tank so I can move backwards as fast as possible, as fast as I need myself to move backwards. So we will just aim at that point here and wait for the T10M to come around the corner. I know he is here somewhere. I saw him going to the backside, so we will. Something is shooting me from the back, I think. I'm not entirely sure. Something was shooting me from the back. I don't know if it was machine gun fire. But I better move backwards, because I'm a little scared of that. Didn't have to shoot me, you know. There's a mosquito coming in. I don't know if that mosquito is actually trying to come for me. No, that mosquito is going for something bigger. So we're all good. We'll aim through the bridge part here. Nobody can watch me through here. Okay, this is good. We'll try to see if we can sneak around here and get a shot off at something, but I don't see anybody. So what I will do now is I will move through that here. I'm a bit cautious right now. I'm watching myself from every possible corner where I can get shot from. T10M in the base. Oh, IS-3 in front of me. Never mind. No IS-3 anymore. I'm trying to move up here so I can actually take these flanking shots now on them. There's an IS-4 standing right out in the open. Juicy target for me. He's been tracked on top of all. I hit him in the side of the armor. And I know he's aiming towards me now. He wants some max. He definitely wants to have some max. Can't have some max though. It's not so easy as he thinks. I'm waiting for that IS-3 to poke out. And I'm waiting actually for that IS-4M to move. Because as soon as he's on the move, I'm having better chances in killing him than he has in killing me. You know? There's another IS-4M down on the hill there, which I saw before, and that IS-4M down here is actually moving forward now, so I will poke around fast and take another shot on him. This was a decent shot from my side. IS-3 to my front left side, which he did stupid. He's standing out in the open. Not a good idea. Got him pretty easily. 5 kills for me so far. I think that IS-4 also said goodbye, which was down low in the ditch. And this means for me I can actually poke over that ledge here and take a shot at that little guy down there. His loader is done for. He's turning his tank slowly but steady around. He takes a lot of time, so I can actually go for another shot and take him out pretty easy without any problems. I'm having the perfect position right now. It was really good that I could get on that position. That IS-3, who was with me here, moved forward, which was really stupid. You gotta stick on that position here and don't move away from it. Because if you're in such a good position as me now, there's an IS-4 down there, I might be able to get a shot at that IS-4. No, he's hiding behind down low. I don't want to stick around too long on top of that hill. We'll wait now for any enemies to come my way. We had a bit of trouble in the start, but we managed to fix our trouble. We just took a shot at that mouse real fast. It's just enough to be here. That's enough already, just to be here, to annoy them, just to take him out a bit. He just took a shot, so he is not able to shoot again. I can take my time, aim for him. But there's... Oh, I'm on fire. I got bombed. Somebody had to bomb me. You know how it is, so we will meet back in the hangar. Be back in a second. So boys and girls, we did actually pretty good. We got 6 kills in that match, and I think this should be enough for now to show off what the Leopard is capable of. It's a poking, it's a position poker, so you gotta get into a good position or flank your enemies like I did there with the help of my teammates, and get into a decent position to hold them off from capping the point that they need to cap. Especially, for example, on White Rock Fortress, it has so many options to do so, and yeah. You wanna keep in mind, it doesn't have any armor, like I already said, so you wanna watch yourself not being shot at, like I did. You poke out and shoot, go back. That's the tactic behind that. You can try out the hash shells, they're not bad, but I still prefer the thin stabilized shells, because I'm sure that I will penetrate the enemy and at least cause a little damage, for sure. I'm not entirely sure with the hash shells, I'm not completely in love with them. I still need to try them out a little more to tell you more about them. There will be definitely more Leopard 1 gameplay. I mean, I just unlocked that thing, and you know how it is when I unlock something big and grindy. I will definitely use that to make a couple of videos from that. So be prepared, there will be more Leopard 1 gameplay. There will be also a bit more gameplay with digital digging. He is a bit busy these days, so we will have to wait a little for that and then post some more gameplay with each other. We will have some fun, definitely. We always have fun when we play. Right, Henry? So boys, leave a comment down below what you think about the Leopard 1. I think it's a great tank. I think it should just not be at 7.7. It could be at 8.0 easily, because sometimes you get low tier matches, and I think it's just not fair that you can penetrate everything at that tier. And leave a like, obviously, subscribe if you're new here, and as always, this is Max, and I hope you enjoyed that video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.